days for complaints. We just implemented in the UK for one of the leading, actually the number one wealth manager in the country that manages 175 billion pounds in assets under management. There's so many people complaining on various things that to go to old data and figure out the policy on the date of the complaint and respond in time can take up to 50 days. Today at an average, some of these complaints we're able to do in 8 minutes. And I think it's going to get even more better. So what we do is the machine automatically logs into the same data that the human being logs into, pulls information and puts it together. And I think that is really the power of this coming together. So happy to take questions later on and see how we can sort of help you understand how AI is changing the future of workforce. Yeah.
Senthil, we do work for State Bank of India. We do work for the Reserve Bank of India. We run the Reserve Bank of India's central core banking platform for years. We've recently upgraded them to cloud solutions. We do work for the Life Insurance Corporation of India on the front end for premiums, right? I think even the public sector banks are significantly changing. We've just replaced the whole wealth platform for State Bank of India because one of the things I focus on is wealth and insurance and capital markets. We've replaced, because wealth in this country is going to significantly grow. You know that because of the sheer size of the GDP growth in this country, there is going to be significant amount of wealth creation. And the public sector banks have a phenomenal reach, but their model of how they tap wealth and how they compete with private banks as well as wealth managers is very important. So I think public sector banks are upgrading their platforms. The process of upgrading has its own challenges, but they are also very large and they have a different operating model. Every organization has an operating model. Banks also have consolidated significantly in PSUs. So the ability to be able to slowly upgrade their capability is very important. They are beginning to focus, they all have data warehouses and they all have data models supporting their products. So the ability to take those data models and use it for AI is definitely there. We've been having discussions with several banks on AI. So, AI is also an evolution. Just think of the early stages of internet and the early stages of AI. So there is going to be change. It's going to be faster for sure. Much, much faster than the internet times.
The cybercrime, even a bank or anybody is not able to give an answer. The person who lost the money is gone. So there is no system that to stop that. Or there is no answer for that actually. There should be somewhere how it goes and where it goes and everything. Still the people are taking advantage of it.
Again, fantastic point. Sorry, I didn't get your name. Arun. So Arun, since technology has evolved and the internet has come, crime has kept pace in the way in which it is done. Earlier, you would have the bank robber coming with a mask and taking money from you. That may still be happening though, but very less. Now, internet crime has started. Look at our credit cards and debit cards, the type of crimes that are there. I don't need to tell you the Jamtara series of how things get done, right? It's all there but these are things happening, mail order fraud. Banks are always managing security, privacy of their platforms at a very high level. As a matter of fact, all our products go through a very significant security testing, regression before we implement it for clients. But we must also realize that we have to continuously upgrade security because, like I said, crime tends to keep pace with things. Like if everything was perfect, we wouldn't have this big issue that we recently had with CrowdStrike, right? It's a fundamental inflection point for security. And security in CrowdStrike is sometimes updated several times in a day, not just once in a week or month. Several times in a day, they are updating security patches. So the extent of basic testing, what we believe from a design thinking, first principle thinking, of how things get deployed, how they get managed, the firewall of security for financial institutions, how data is managed, which is why I touch so much on trusted data traceability, because even if the AI does it, we want to have an audit trail of why the AI did what it did. Most people don't have that. We believe that's important because as a human being, I keep a trail of what I did. And it's available for auditors, it's available for people to see. The machine should also show the same trace. So that traceability and that structure is equally important. Otherwise, the platform is not fulfilling the actual ability to do things like the way the human does it. Only thing is it does it faster. It does it with greater level of speed and intelligence than a human can. Because the human can do one thing at a time. The machine can do more than that. That's the basic difference. But the data trust is absolutely critical in whichever way we go. And that's why we test it so much before we go live.
That was those eras days are gone. This is a new era. Okay. We are in such a unique position today. Just look at us. So we are the only company probably in the world, please correct me if I'm wrong, just a unique combination of 30 years, 35 years of, domain and technology with a new mindset of the framework-based technology, right? This microservices-based architecture, or monolithic architecture, this is a new wave. Banks need not anymore invest in hundreds of $1 billions going forward. They only kind of buy what they want and build on it, experience themselves. So the partners come inside and hence these financial institutions build and experience the way they want to move forward. That is one big initiative we've made. It's the clear differentiator of the competition. Right? The second thing is, we started off moving to application on the cloud. And if you see the last 7 years, the non-FS were the first to move to the cloud. It's a retail, healthcare, manufacturing. Imagine what will happen if banks start going to cloud. 40%, 37%, 38% worldwide IT spend is on financial services. We put a dollar to it, right? It's going to be a phenomenal transformation. And only companies who are ready to be portable on cloud and demonstrate today, which already have the biggest bank in Europe, the biggest in Europe, it's called the OTP, in Hungary-based bank. They moved all the platforms into from Intellect and moved to cloud. Still they want Azure, Microsoft Azure. How many banks, how many companies today can demonstrate that in the last 12 months? So we're kind of ahead of time. We launched EMAC. We are right uniquely positioned there from an open finance platform. The open banking is going to be a new thing. We are right up there as the number one. If you look at the last 6 or 9 months, 3 quarters, every second RFP in tech is shortlisted in the top 2. We don't lose, we don't know, but then at least we are top 2 the preferred partners from a technology perspective. So clearly the partners have seen to it. Every partner, we name it, the top 6 GSIs or top 10 GSIs and the big 4s. Why are they speaking to us? They know this next 5 years of the financial services is open banking. That's why they want to participate in this opportunity. And there are only a handful of players in the market who can do that, and that's why we're choosing cloud.
So, क्या है कि टेक्नोलॉजी इवॉल्व होते जा रहा है. हमने इंटरनेट बूम देखा था, आज स्मार्टफोन बूम देखा था. स्मार्टफोन और इंटरनेट के सिवा आज हम काम नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो अगर अभी हम इंटेलिजेंस एज में पहुंच गए हैं कि इंटेलिजेंस इज़ गोइंग टू बी इम्पॉर्टेंट इन जो कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ बैंक करता है वहाँ उनको इंटेलिजेंस की ज़रूरत होगी. पर्पल फैब्रिक प्लेटफॉर्म बैंक को इंटेलिजेंस मैनेज करने में, गवर्न करने में और मल्टीपल टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करने में स्ट्रॉन्ग है. और सब फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन को एआई की एक प्लेटफॉर्म की ज़रूरत होगी टू एक्चुअली इम्प्लीमेंट एआई सॉल्यूशंस इन द बैंक. तो आई थिंक ये पर्पल फैब्रिक आज लॉन्च किया है. यूज़र्स ऑलरेडी यूज़ कर रहे हैं इन यूके एंड यूएस. हमको ज़्यादा अभी एआई प्लेटफॉर्म हैज़ बीन लॉन्च्ड. अभी यूएस और यूके हमारे यूएस में काफ़ी कुछ इंश्योरेंस क्लाइंट्स है. ऑलरेडी अबाउट 18 odd customers using some form of पर्पल फैब्रिक. सो कोई ना कोई पर्पल फैब्रिक के कुछ फीचर्स जो आज दिखाए थे वो ऑलरेडी यूज़ कर रहे हैं. आई थिंक वो ज़्यादा होते जाएगा. बट इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि ये एआई आई थिंक हैज़ अराइव्ड और वो स्पीड फास्ट स्पीड होगा यहाँ इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में एक्सपर्ट एजेंट्स का, एआई एजेंट्स का. और ये एआई एजेंट जो है ह्यूमन बीइंग को सप्लीमेंट करेंगे. तो आई थिंक ह्यूमन बीइंग का क्वालिटी एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी काफ़ी इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा. दैट इज़ द पर्पस.
उसका उनका मतलब है कि तो इंटेलेक्ट तो पार्टनरशिप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी बेंगलुरु में लॉन्च किया. अभी क्या कहते हैं कि लोग दुनिया में वो जीएसआई पार्टनर होते हैं, विप्रो, HCL, एक्सेंचर, IBM. ये सब एक ओपन फाइनेंस प्लेटफॉर्म चल रहा है. तो इंटेलेक्ट तो भी 3 तरह के पार्टनर साइन कर रहे हैं. एक ही है GSI, ग्लोबल सिस्टम इंटीग्रेटर्स. दूसरा है कंसल्टिंग पार्टनर्स, वो EY, KPMG होता है. वो सब लोग हमारे प्रोडक्ट में मेंटेन करने के बाद दुनिया पर जाके हमको एक्सटेंडेड आर्म बन सकते हैं अभी इंटेलेक्ट का। तो ये स्ट्रेटजी क्या है कि ये ओपन फाइनेंस प्लेटफॉर्म भी तो लॉन्च किया है 2023 में। एक साल के बाद अभी तो हम पूरा तैयार है। हम चाहते हैं कि पूरा पार्टनर्स हमको हमारे इकोसिस्टम में आ सकते हैं और हमारा प्लेटफॉर्म को दुनिया पर ले सकते हैं। ये तो स्टार्ट अभी तक हुआ है। 3 साल में बहुत देखने कि हमारे रेवेन्यू में बहुत बड़ा पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट हो जाएगा और हमारी इच्छा है कि बहुत तरह के पार्टनर्स आ सकते हैं हमारा इकोसिस्टम में। अभी तो बहुत अच्छा शुरू हुआ है। 6 GSA अभी आया है, वो 4 ग्लोबल कंसल्टिंग फर्म साइन को है। हम ये पार्टनरशिप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को इतना बड़ा कर सकते हैं कि ये पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट करते हैं हमारा रेवेन्यू।
तो बेंगलुरु में रेस्पॉन्स कैसा है सर?
बेंगलुरु में थोड़ा ग्लोबल पार्टनरशिप के हेडक्वार्टर्स में बेंगलुरु बनेगा। तो मैं चीफ पार्टनर ऑफिसर हूँ कंपनी का, मैं बेंगलुरु में हूँ, हमारा टीम बेंगलुरु में है। तो हम सोचते हैं कि हमारा थोड़ा स्ट्रैटेजी यही से होगा पार्टनरशिप के लिए, ग्लोबल के लिए, दुनिया भर के लिए करेंगे हम लोग।